What's going on, everybody? What's good? Happy Thursday morning. Hope that you guys are enjoying your morning so far. Welcome back to Real Talk and Real Topics, you guys. Hope that everybody is doing good. Of course, staying blessed and staying safe out there. We are back, you guys. This is pretty much the theme for all of our shows this week. We basically doing just a welcome back show, sharing with you guys, what we've been going through, things we've been dealing with, on our little 2 month break, our 2 month hiatus and all that stuff. And basically just announcing our comeback for all who are welcome and open to listen, all that good stuff. So yes, this is your girl Queen Mimi to reintroduce ourselves again. If anyone is hearing us for the first time. So yes, like we said, you guys, we had to leave for a minute. We're gonna be real raw and uncut, especially on this show. It's called Real Talk and Real Topics for a reason, you guys. We had to take us a little break for a minute. Started feeling burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Our mental health was really like messing with us, our creativity, everything was off. As far as like our personal growth, we felt like we was just stuck, stagnant and just procrastinating, starting stuff and then stopping when things got hard. Some things were like under our control, a lot of things weren't. Like, and we just told our husband this thing last night, either this morning. We were getting momentum and everything going, and we like, I'm gonna take care of this, I'm gonna cross this off my list, I'm gonna do XYZ, I'm gonna do ABC, and then evil, mean people out here when they can't get their way, things happen that we didn't do or we didn't do on purpose. This world don't care. Pretty sure y'all done experience that they just take things away from you, or they do whatever they can to think they're gonna stop you or put a halt, on your plans, and they just don't care. We all know this world is about money. Wherever you go, whoever you deal with, if they can't use you or make bread off of you or, drain you or whatever, you ain't no good to them. So that's one of the things that we have been dealing with. And we just got more and more frustrated because anybody that really, and we mean really knows us, we don't bother nobody. You know what we're saying? We don't mean nobody no ill will. We don't even care if they're in the past. You do you. Go live your life. Just keep it away from me. So we ain't no hater. We ain't bitter. We not mad. We don't get angry. We just get done. And we have every right, just like other people do, to move on with our life and do what we want to do. And we just got tired of explaining that to people. We got tired of being used. People only contact us when they need something. That's the only time we good to anybody. Like I said, y'all know. And just pressure and just staying on schedule and remembering this and that. And we just started comparing ourselves, not feeling like we was good enough because we ain't viral or people don't watch our content. And we lost the focus behind everything. We got thrown off and we allowed that to happen. We didn't even like really realize it. We didn't realize what we was doing to ourselves because we lost and we forgot, about our why. Why are we doing this? What motivated us? What pushed us to get into this in the first place? You know what we're saying? And we forgot about all that. We started comparing because we follow Islam, so y'all know we don't wear no makeup or no weave. We have no nails on right now, but we're working on growing out our natural nails, and this is the only way we could think of to keep our nails from breaking off. We got this nail growth oil that we're using on our nails right now. It's from Radiant Cosmetics, y'all. Radiant Cosmetics. So go on their website for anybody that wants to grow out their natural nails. This stuff works. We in a couple weeks and we already seeing results. Little side note. But yeah, we have on some fake nails right now. We have on some acrylics, but we working on growing out our natural nails. And our nails, like, they'll grow to a certain length and then they'll break off. Because we got to wash our hands, we wash dishes and we do daily stuff. So we figured this would be the best option right now. And it's working. It's working. So we probably give it, I don't know, about 3-4 months and we'll have our natural nails out. But we just saying all that to say we started working on ourselves, and we saying we started comparing ourselves. Like, I'm not her, I'm not him, I'm not doing what they doing. A lot of people ain't pulling or gravitating to me. They ain't networking with me because we no longer offer free services for interviews or music to be played on our show. We promote our own music. People don't want to work with you, and you want that, which is crazy as hell because we gotta pay for everything out of our pocket. We don't get on StreamYard or do any of these flyers that y'all see or anything for free. We got to pay for it too. So yeah, we do want to make money doing what we do. So that'll make a whole lot of sense, correct? So we got frustrated with that, and we didn't take a break. We didn't, relax and rest, and we was ignoring our body. Like, we was going, okay, I got to work, I got to pay this, I got to do my show, I got to do a flyer, I got to do a promo, I got to do a TikTok, I got to do lemonade, I got it. And then our body was like, look, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere, if you don't take you a dang on break, girl, you're going to mess on and wear yourself out, and you're going to knock yourself out. Is all this really worth you wind up in the hospital bed and you have a heart attack, you just drop dead? No. Take a break and step away right now. We go through a lot of challenges behind the scenes of everything we do, and a lot we haven't talked about. We currently in a hotel. We saying we struggling paying our bills. Saying we keep up with everything that's going on, and we dealing with family issues, or should we say we was dealing with people from our past, our husband, all that stuff, and we just like it got burnt out. We was explaining ourselves, being there for them. They only call when they need something. Everybody wanna call us sensitive because we standing up for ourselves. We standing on business, and we mean what the hell we say now. If you are not supporting us or loving us, you're not sharing nothing. Hell, at least our husband sharing something. We said he share a lot of our content and stuff. I mean, we ain't seen no results from that, but we just saying at least he's doing something to show support. It don't matter how remote or how small, he's doing something. You ain't checking on us, making sure we even alive, we even breathing, we good, do we need something? Everybody always call us when they need something, but I'm saying when we need something, don't nobody know how to check in and check on us, make sure we good and all that. So that's just stuff that we've been going through, and we've been holding back on, using our voice and being honest and being real about everything we've been dealing with. Like we said, at least he be trying to share stuff and share our content. Nobody else that we know of is even doing that. But everybody claim they love us and they got our back and all that stuff, and we just like bull, bull. So we was going through a lot, and nobody really checked in to see if we was good, or if our mental was all right. What I'm saying? Did we get any rest? We can say our youngest son does do that. He actually do check in, but he's 17, so we don't mind helping him because he is, working on getting a job, and he actually been going to the gym. We didn't even know that, and he got some muscles. We was on the video chat with him a couple of days ago. We like, okay, son, I'm saying we see you. That's good. That's self motivation. However it came about, it don't even matter, but I would say that's a good thing, but he at least checks in. Ma, you getting some rest? You good? And he was like, Ma, when I get a job, I got you. And that's real sweet of him. We don't really require that. We ain't really about money. We always get out and work and do our own little thing. But at least the thought that counts. Nobody else has even said that. Like, none of our other kids, they don't. We got our youngest daughter, but she can't really. She gonna be 15 in a couple of days, so she we could talk to her. We know she probably helped too, but it's not her fault. It's not her fault at all. But we just had to start being honest with people. Like, y'all don't care. Like, you don't check in, you don't make sure we need anything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just reach out when you need something. That's stress. So we helping out, working on helping ourselves, working on helping y'all, You don't want to listen to our advice, any teachings we try to give you, any righteous advice we want to give you, but you still call us crying. It's our oldest daughter we're talking about. You still call us crying over this little lame little boy you went and had a baby with after we warned her not to do that. Right, baby? Mm-hmm. We warned her not to do that. Still didn't listen. But we're not gonna come down on it. We ain't gonna be that. We ain't gonna be like that. We did the same thing, so we felt like we would have been a hypocrite. But everything we did, all the stupid stuff we did, we was telling her don't do. And for any of y'all that got kids, why they do the opposite? Why they do the opposite what you tell them not to do? It's like they get curious, like, why mama telling me not to do that? Then they go out and find out. Then when the consequence hit, everybody start crying. Now we got pregnant with her at 18, ain't had no job, no money, had just dropped out of high school, all that stuff. And we didn't panic. We got on what was it, HUD at the time, and did what we had to do. And by the time we had our second child, we was on our own. We've been on our own since we was about what, 20? Yeah, about 20 years old. Yeah, so about in a couple months it'll be 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? We've been on our own, and we had our ups and downs. We went through it. I mean, for now, like we had it all together. We didn't even have it all together when we did move out, but we were so happy as hell to be in our own spot. We didn't know what to do. So we acted a dang on fool, but we just being honest, the stuff that we went through, the stories that we could tell y'all, which we gonna be doing that, the moments, ups and downs, everything, the lessons that we learned. Oh, and then let's get into that. The lessons we learned. This world is cold and unfair. People ain't your friends like you think they are. If they can't use you or drain you, or they can't call you for nothing, or even just have access to your life, you are no good to them. And they don't care. All that. You're gonna be the bad guy. You're gonna be the villain. All that. So this stuff that we had to learn. But the most important thing we learned for ourselves is to love ourselves. We put ourselves after Allah, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, then we come, then everybody else gotta wait. That's how it goes. So we was putting everybody else before ourselves. That's not healthy, because we wanted to be a good woman. We wanted to be a good mom, a good sister, a good daughter, a good so-called wife, fiance, however you want to put it, so good baby mama. But we had to learn and realize that no matter what we do, we never gonna be good enough for these people. The shots kept coming, the insults kept coming, the disrespect got louder. It was just like they was literally spitting in our face. That's how I felt. So it was like, no matter what we do, we're not gonna be good enough. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that people don't see. We get on here and do shows, we get on social media and do our content, and at this point, we like whoever it reaches, that's who it's gonna reach. But before we was like, why ain't nobody looking? Why ain't nobody watching? We know there's other podcasters on TikTok, LinkedIn, Lemonade, Substack. We actually just joined that platform a couple days ago. Because we was like, oh, I can do my podcast over here too? Bet. So now we on that. Now we working on that platform, and we just was sitting here comparing ourselves like, what the heck? What you doing? What are you doing? So this all the stuff we had to teach ourselves. And now we are what people call the deadbeat mom. Like we said, we the villain. We're the bad guy. We're the bad person. We're selfish. We don't care about nobody. And the one we absolutely love. We throwing away a couple years. You know what we're saying? We turning our back on people. You know what we're saying? No, we're not. It's called protecting our peace. It's something that we had to learn. It's called self-love. It's called like not wanting to deal with y'all drama. It's called standing on business. It's called standing up for ourselves. It's called defending ourselves, which these are things we should never have to do when people have respect for you and they want to take you serious. But a lot of people in our life, and there's something that we allow because we didn't know better, didn't respect us. They didn't take us serious. They thought we was a joke, especially when we started doing modeling and music. Oh my goodness. That was it right there. Or she don't want to just keep working a 9 to 5. She don't want to do no regular stuff. No, we don't. We know we got talent. We know it's already in us. It just had to be brought out. And especially now, we have learned over the past couple of years. Yeah, all that good stuff. They'll be all right. Did everything they could to stop us, talk about us, and we know they hate us. We know that. So, like I said, when we go down the floor in a couple weeks, look, ain't no sense in pretending like y'all like us, because guess what? We don't like you either. Yeah, ain't no point of us acting or pretending. We don't care if we got a baby with you. And we know everybody, well, you're not supposed to feel that way about them now. You know what I'm saying? You had a baby with them. Yeah, that's because I was young and stupid as hell. That's because they was playing the role and putting on the mask because they was benefiting off of us and they was gaining stuff off of us. So for anybody that say that, nobody said that to us yet. But for anybody that do, our response is gonna be, yeah, that was back then when I was stupid, when I ain't know better. I ain't had the common sense I got now. We got now. Because Islam helped us with a lot. People just don't know. And nobody wants to listen or take no heed or take no advice to that. Everybody still want to do what they want to do. And we can tell you from experience, doing what you want to do ain't going to get you nothing but a whole lot of heartbreak and pain. Then you're going to realize a whole lot of people need a whole lot of leave alone. Say that again. Doing what you want to do ain't going to lead to nothing but a bunch of heartbreak and pain, disappointment. We're going to add that on. Empty promises, broken dreams, and then you're going to realize that a whole lot of these people ain't your friends, and they're going to need a whole lot of leave alone. Leave them alone. They don't mean you no good. They don't care nothing about you. You got to care about yourself. You the one in the, well, our lives in our job seat. We don't know who's in y'all's, but we're in the passenger seat. But we still in control. You know what we're saying? Our happiness, our peace, whatever we want to do, live, grow, whatever. Even our husband ain't got no control over that. We got to control that. We can talk to him about whatever we going through or whatever's on our mind, whatever's stressing us out, and we don't invent it. But if he could, he probably would be able to fix it. But we can't lean on him for that. We can't lean on our kids. We can't lean on nobody except for Allah. And Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's what's been helping us. That's what basically saved our damn life. Real talk. We don't know honestly where we would be right now. We probably still sitting in Atlanta in a miserable relationship, being abused and having to fight for our life and all that, and probably sitting in the prison cell right now, let alone dead. We don't know, but we know we wouldn't be here. That much we do know. We still be like that little hamster on the wheel, just running around in circles, like with the definition of insanity in our head, doing the same thing. We're finna do this again. So we didn't learn none of that. We're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over, thinking it's gonna end up different. These people gonna see our worth and they're gonna appreciate us, they're gonna love us meant by. They're not. That's something we have to realize. And it's the truth. They're not. Even with us not being in their life anymore, they still feel like we missed out on the best thing that ever happened to us. And if you're the best thing that could happen to us, we were screwed. Because what did you do for our life? It didn't get better. We didn't get no opportunity. You was in the limelight while we was in your shadow. You didn't protect us. You weren't loyal to us. You weren't even honest with us. You know, you stopped us from doing what thought you was gonna stop us from doing everything, anything that we wanted to do. Everything, anything in between, whatever it is that we want to do, you thought you was gonna stop that. You thought that by talking bad about us, it was gonna break us down to the point where we was just gonna give up and be like, well, maybe I am what they say I am. No, the hell we not. That's because you don't love yourself. That's because you don't have any care or concern for yourself. That's because you still comfortable and you complacent at the level you at. We're not apologizing anymore. We're not. We want better. We want the best. And no, as Honorable Elijah Muhammad teach, we can't have everything, but whatever Allah has for us, that's what we want. Like I said, we're not competing no more. We're not doing none of that no more. Whatever you got, that's for you. Whatever we get, that's gonna be for us. But we on a whole different path, different mindset, all that. So this is just a sample of stuff we've been dealing with. And now we on a healing journey. But this time around, We are not holding back. Whoever get offended, they get offended. You don't like the show or don't watch it. We're not pressuring nobody. Whoever our content shows, whatever we do, whoever it reach, cool. Allah's the greatest. If it don't, Allah's the greatest. We ain't here to force nobody, make nobody do nothing, none of that crap. But this is what we stand for. This is what we do. We do things different over here. And we are tired of feeling like we got to explain ourselves or apologize. No, what we got to do any of them things for? We have no reason. Ain't nothing wrong with being unique and different. It just means we different. We have been made fun of since we was a kid. Because, we talked to ourselves. We didn't really have a lot of friends. We didn't socialize a lot. We did what people call weird things. That just meant we was different. And we knew it was something. We knew it was something, but we couldn't put our finger on what it was. It's because Allah had picked us. We didn't know. We weren't meant to be like everybody else. We wasn't meant to follow everybody's path. We was meant to walk off and do our own. But you can't speak peace to a damn maniac because they're not going to understand it. They're not going to listen. Their brain capacity is at 6,000 years, first off. And they so closed-minded, they know everything. They got all their advice for you, but look at their life. These are people we used to listen to. Look at their life. Their finances, their religion, their health, their diet, their spouse, their car, their house, bank account. Do you own anything? Then why the hell was I listening to you? You weren't doing nothing to help. We're supposed to cook, clean, take care of the kids, get them to school, do our shows, photo shoots, and all that stuff. And do all that. Be there for you while you out in the streets doing who knows what. Man, get the heck out of here. We're not doing all that. We got to take all that energy and put that same mind to ourselves. These are things that we go through that people, they don't see or they just don't care about. They don't. Everybody just, from the outside looking in, they look at you and you're like, they think you got it all figured out just because you dress good, you got money and all that. No, we are broke. We are broke right now. We struggling right now. We just learned through Islam how to look good, how to love ourselves, how to take care of ourselves. We what they call balling on the budget, something like that. We don't know that. I think that's how it go. But yeah, this is the things that we go through that people don't see. All this is why we had to take a break, because we really felt like we was about to lose our damn mind. Like, for real. We were. And it made no sense. Everything that was going on around us, people want to take away vehicles and cars because of stuff we didn't do or we didn't do on purpose. People, they just don't care. Then they want you to pay them and work. Like, how can we do that without a vehicle? That make it make sense, man. That makes no sense. People talk about you, they treat you dirty, but they want you to say something good about them. Well, you probably should have treated me better then if you wanted me to say something good about you. Everybody wants to be in control and demand and all this stuff. No, man, that's not gonna work. You treat people better, they might have something good to say about you. But people don't think that way. Yeah, all that good stuff. So yeah, y'all, what we finna do is stop running our mouth for a minute. Go ahead and take our first break and play some music, and we will be back on Real Talk and Real Topics. All right, everybody, we are back on Real Talk and Topics. And for those that are just joining us, we basically, with all our shows this week, talking about our comeback, so on and so forth, what we went through on our little break, things that we're going to be doing moving forward, and, all that good stuff. Mental health, emotions, family, all that stuff, everything that we've gone through in the first segment. But now we want to focus on our comeback. We've done this numerous times before. This time, we are not playing around. We just told our husband this. This time around, we finna get things done. We're gonna make sure we do everything possible. We know it's gonna be a lot of things that's out of our control. We're gonna do everything that's within our control possible. Get to that next level, save, get caught up, whatever it is that we need to do. Um, what's gonna be different for us this time is we tired. we are beyond sick and tired of starting over, and then we get momentum, then something happens, and then we got to start over again. We get momentum, then something else happens, then we got to help somebody else, which we have no problems doing, but when it starts taking away from us, then it becomes a problem. All that good stuff. What's different this time also is we don't care anymore. We just don't. We had to realize we know what people think about us. We know what they saying. We know they don't like us. We know they hate us. Blah, blah, blah. All that weak sauce. Because they can't control and manipulate. We don't want to be with them or deal with them. We don't want to be stupid and keep being a nigga anymore. Keep responding with emotions and acting all ghetto and ratchet like we have no class and no dignity and all that stuff. Because we actually want to do something with our life other than being just a mom, because a lot of women out there, they deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be more than just a mom. Everybody like, well, why would you want to do that? Why? You know what I'm saying? You got kids. And don't get us wrong, you know what I'm saying? Your kids supposed to, I guess, fulfill you or whatever. But if you want more for your life, get out there and do that. Stop listening to these people that ain't even got kids. Yeah, all that good stuff. Um, Other thing that's different is, like we said, we understand where we at. We understand our position, our role, and what we out here to do. And it ain't to be popular. We won't be. It ain't to be famous. We don't really care to be. It ain't to be well known. We want the right people in our circle, in our life, that's there for the ups and downs and all that stuff. We understand and remember why we doing everything we doing. That's something we have to stick to. We don't care if one or two people watch us or one or two people see anything we post, shows, anything that we put up. It reach the right people. That's the ultimate thing. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be unique. That just means you're chosen. And that's something else we had to realize. We stand on who we are, who we belong to, who we represent. And that's it, that's all. And what's different this time is we actually want to see results with everything that we're doing. And we have to make sure we're being patient with everything we're doing. We started a workout routine. We started a skincare routine. We started our hair care. We just got to get our hair braided. But we started that. Started our nails. Mentioned that earlier. Started checking on our mental health every day. Doing a self check-in, making sure we all right. We stay focused on that and taking care of ourselves first. And no, that's not selfish. We don't care what people got to say. You're not in our shoes dealing with what we're dealing with. You haven't gone through what we've gone through. Not that's a competition. Everybody got their own story, but you haven't been through what we've gone through. Pretty sure you've been through your own share of pain, heartache, and struggle. We pretty sure. We're not taking none away from that. But you haven't been through what we've been through. That is no shot, no disrespect, but it's that simple and that plain. We're in a whole different mindset where everything we just said, we don't care. We know we different. We know everybody ain't gonna accept us. They're not gonna understand. We really don't care. The people that will, they'll understand. The people that wanna connect and gravitate and especially wake up and get some books and learn Islam, got you. So that's what we have to focus on. That's why, well, one of the reasons why we're doing everything we're doing. And that's what we have to focus on. Reaching the right people. And we gonna go back to the old school word of mouth and start going to events, networking and business events and start talking to people. Social media is helping us, but we got to do a little bit more. We have to win the results and focus on being a better version of ourselves, the best version of ourselves, and that's where we at right now. We're in the cutoff season, protecting our peace, all that, protecting what we want to do, and whoever want to come along, whoever you are, cool. You don't, cool. Ain't no hard feelings at all. But like, yeah, we setting boundaries. We getting focused on our goals. We got schedules up here on this wall, and everything we talking about, we not negotiating. Either you gonna bow down or show some respect, or it's best that we don't speak. And we ain't got no problems with that now. We felt bad at first for cutting people out, but then we realized they weren't adding no value to our damn life. So why are we feeling bad? They ain't checking on us to make sure we good. So why know we feel bad? That come on now, make it make sense. We don't feel bad for people that want to get their little attitudes and then just get this and all that. Stay where you at. But remember, you're gonna need us long before we ever gonna need you. And if you don't ever need us again, that's cool. Do you? Like we said, we don't take that personal, especially with our kids. You're supposed to get to a point where you don't need us no more. Just like we do. We don't hardly call our mom. She call our phone. Of course, we're going to answer. But we don't call our mom every other week, every other month for help. And besides, we did that before anyway, and it did not work out. So we were just like, no, figure it out. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we want to do. And we have to get focused on that because we're an adult. She's not obligated to do nothing. Anything she does, just like we did for our daughter, that's pretty much a courtesy. So she's not obligated to do nothing. So we're not mad at her for that at all. And just protecting our peace while we staying consistent with everything we got going on. That's just staying focused, not worrying about what anybody else got going on, not worrying about what they doing. None of that. They gonna do whatever they gonna do. We got it right. Do what we gonna do. So we don't want to talk about nothing from the past. Nobody that wants to check in on us, we don't care. You decide you don't want to speak to us, we don't want to speak to you. That's how it's gonna be. Nobody's helping, supporting, or nothing. We are not doing that. We're not playing that game no more. So we have is oh man, while we was on our little break, you know what I'm saying, we weren't even on social media. We were sitting here like, okay, let's get these schedules together. Let's go on the routine. What's gonna make you happy? Where are you lacking at? Where are you slacking at? Get stronger. So we decided to put everything in like a little category in each area. We're working on it every day. We don't care if we just do something small or something big, especially with our workout. We work 11, 12 hours a day doing DoorDash. I mean, yeah, we come right back home, rest for a minute, do a workout. We don't care if it's something small or we do the whole workout, do something. You know what I'm saying, we writing new music right now. You know what I'm saying, we don't care. We just do a couple out the week, do something. As long as you staying consistent with it, you're going to see results with everything that you do. So we're in a whole different one. We're not in the people pleasing. We hope everybody like it. We hope everybody be cool season no more. We're not doing that no more. You like it, you like it. Everybody ain't going to feel what you do. People going to doubt you, and we absolutely love when they do that. People going to doubt you. They're going to talk about you. They don't think you're going to do anything without them. You ain't going to matter. Nobody's going to care because, they the man, you know what I'm saying? They the woman, you know what I'm saying? They doing the thing. But you're not helping nobody, though. You're not inspiring them to say their life would be better. And don't sit here and tell us it ain't about that. Yes, it is. Because if you just chasing money, you chasing clout, you chasing popularity, that ain't going to last long. It's not. But, if you put up a little fake persona, your little fake image and all that, it'll last. Yeah. I saw you as a celeb on social media, Instagram, and all that stuff. It'll last then because you create an illusion that these people going to follow in your videos and your lyrics and your songs, all that, the way you live your life. That's why we tell people, we don't care if you're in the spotlight or not. Just be real, be authentic with what you represent, what you do, You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And the right people to connect with you. And that's something else we had to realize. You know what I'm saying? We have our own goals. We got to live our own life, do what's gonna make us happy as long as we stay on the right path. We're not wronging nobody, we're not hurting nobody, we good. We're not finna do that. That didn't bring us no peace while we sitting out here protecting other people and they ain't even got our back. We're not finna protect you or look out for you now. We're not finna just jump on social media and put your business out there, but somebody come ask us or talk to us or interview, whatever it may be, we're gonna tell the truth. Whatever happens after that, you that weak, you can't handle it, that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's another thing we sick of. People project their weakness and their little pussyfied emotions onto you because they just don't want to admit that they're an effed up person, that they just evil, that they don't care. But they try to put that onto you, and if you don't know better, like we didn't, you're going to fall for that mess. You're going to fall for it because we almost did until we snapped out of it like, hold on. Yeah, you done made your little bad decisions. You was out there. You made your stupid choices. You know what I'm saying? You was around the wrong people. You acted out, because you was angry. Your life wasn't going like you thought. You did stupid stuff. You didn't have all the knowledge. You didn't have all the answers. But you are not who they say you are because you cut them off or they don't like you or you surpassing them or in their brain, they're competing with you when you're not even worried about it. So you can't, and remember this, you cannot control other people or, what they do. You absolutely cannot. So speak loud. We're going to be talking about more social topics. We're going to be focusing especially on mental health. Our struggles as a creator, I think we said this already. Like I said, whatever we post in the shows or anything, in the content that we do, we just focusing on it reaching the right people. So we had to get over that little hurdle. So we already said that. What we got to say, we finna speak loud because it matters. And like we said, the people that want to hear it and the people that's gonna care, that's what's gonna be important. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot going on. Everybody in their own little bubble, in their own little world, not even aware of what's going on. And people dealing with mental health and they're struggling. So are we. And so we're not ashamed to say that. And we was, how can we say, we was using our voice and exercising our voice, but it wasn't as loud as we wanted it to be. We need to be as loud as we talk. And we don't mean like scream, but we mean our voice matters. What we have to say matters because we know we got the truth. Just like when we speak up with our husband, we talk to other people. Do that same thing. Don't hold yourself back because that's what we were doing. Don't hold yourself back and refrain from just talking. The right people, here that, like we said, they're here. And you know what we're saying? And they'll connect with it and gravitate to it. And everybody else, they can lag and stay behind as far as we're concerned. So we got a whole lot we got to say. We got a mouth, we got a platform. So we're finna say it. And that's it, that's all. We're not protecting nobody no more. We're not doing that little weak sauce, that little soft voice we have. We'll still have that every now and then. But overall, yeah, we finna start speaking up a little bit more. We're still gonna be private with majority of our life because we don't judge other people, but we don't feel the need to post every single damn thing about our life. What we want to share, we will share. What we don't, we don't. That simple, that easy. So yeah, protect it. Your life matters, your voice matters, you want to save it, you want to do X, Y, Z, and ABC, do it. You got to change your mindset and remind yourself every day you wake up, it's going to be different. We're going to make sure it's going to be different. Protect whatever boundaries you set with people. And, can we talk about this or can we be cool or can we negotiate? No, that's not why we said what we said. We didn't say it to negotiate. And, of course, they're going to get upset because they can't control the narrative no more. They can't have no power over you anymore. They more than likely, if you're anything like what we've done, they'll have access to you anymore because we cut all that off. We don't care if we got kids with these people. Cut off. You have no access. And don't give us that, you can't do that. That's your daughter's fault, that's your son's fault. Yes, we can. Who said we had to speak to them? Especially with the disrespect they've shown us and the disloyalty and the lies and the slander and all. Oh no. You get no access. You'll be all right. Move on. Find somebody easier. Because that's what you're gonna find. Find somebody weaker that's gonna put up with your mess. They ain't gonna say nothing. They're not gonna stand up to you. They're gonna let you do whatever you want. We're not like that. We don't move like that. Ask our husband. Ask him. We are not lying. That's issues we had in past relationships. You're not gonna disrespect us. We out here being loyal to you. You're not gonna sit and lie. They still did it. But remember, payback is a B. Protect your boundaries, your life. Anything you want to do is non-negotiable. Whatever goals you set, don't start it and then you stop. Finish it. You ain't got to finish strong. You ain't got to end it the same way other people have, but finish it. You never know. And I said we never know. Just like without exercise, we seeing results already. We going on 2 months. So we like, okay, just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to get there. And this stomach is going to be the hardest thing to get rid of. We seeing results with the rest of our body. Good Lord, this stomach and this, 39 years of putting the wrong stuff in our body, wrong food, letting people into our body that we shouldn't have, all that stuff, having kids. You know what I'm saying? This is about 39 years of that. So we got to reverse all that and we got to fix it. It's going to take some time. But like we said, we're seeing some results. We got a whole lot of exercise stuff and we're going to be getting more. Yep. Like we said, we're serious this time. So we're going to be tired and we're going to take a break, here and there. Just sit, chill, rest our body. But please believe we back and we focused on, we're going to get into on next week's show, but we focused on doing a whole lot. It's going to take time. So we got to make sure we be patient, we stay consistent with it. And like we said, we're going to see some results. So, we're going to be speaking louder on a lot of things and just doing better. It's up to us. And it's our fault. We didn't know better. We made the wrong decisions. We was around the wrong people. And we allowed that to have a movement, such a big movement on our life. That's on us. We didn't know better. That's one thing we're saying our defense. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know better, but now we do. Now we do. And like I said, we're not playing around. We're gonna be upgrading, doing more things with our shows, finish everything out. We got a couple more months with this year, and it is gonna be time to get at it. It is time. It's been time. It's been a whole lot of time. So we're not playing around no more. We're not. So that's the mindset. That's where we are now. That's what we're gonna be doing. We can't say no more. We can't say no more. So what we're gonna do now, you guys, is we're gonna take another break, play some more music, and we're gonna come back on Real Talk and Real Topics, and basically share our final thoughts. Give you guys our social media. Then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and definitely enjoy our day today. We'll be back on Real Talk and Real Topics, y'all. right, y'all. We are back on Real Talking Real Topics. Decided to play a little bit more music. Had to get dressed and on them good things, get out here and get to work. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Pretty much just give you guys our final thoughts, social media. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So like we said, y'all, if you're going through anything like what we dealing with and we're going through right now, our best advice to you is to take a break. You know what I'm saying? If you're able. You know what I'm saying? We don't care if it's a couple hours, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Take deep breaths in and out. Reflect on your life. Engage with people that's checking in on you, all that stuff. Don't give up. We plan to stick around and see what's going to be next for our life, what a lot got planned and everything. And we still reflecting. We still doing that every day because you're never going to stop learning. You know what I'm saying? We check in with people that check in on us, whether they're still in our life or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether we don't even talk every day, still check in, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep your emotions in check. On use them when you need to. Don't use them on these little ignorant infidels out here because they're not gonna understand. Hype yourself up. Just be real. Be authentic. Things you don't like in your life, you got the power to change it. You don't rely on nobody else because they are not gonna have the answers. Look at their life, like we said earlier. Take a good look at their life. They ain't gonna have the answers for you. Just being real. We didn't. So how was we gonna be able to help anybody? And you know what I'm saying? We couldn't even help ourselves. So just take a minute, look at every single area of your life, whatever you don't like within you. It don't mean you a bad person. You taking the time to reflect on it. You taking the time to even acknowledge, hey, look, I messed up. I was stupid. I'm not talking down about myself, but I was dumb as hell. I didn't know, all that good stuff. Now this is what we gonna do. Ain't nothing worse than when a grown adult sitting around complaining, but you ain't got no game plan to fix it. You know what we're saying? You're not gonna do anything about it. You're just gonna accept it. It is what it is. You don't like this person or that person. They ain't got no control, no power over you, or you don't like your job or your business or whatever you got going on. You can change that. You don't like your relationship, whatever going on. That's your business. But you got the power to change it. You in control of your happiness, your destiny, your path, however you want to put it. It's on you. So man, we can't put it no more simple than that. Don't give up. Right when you're getting ready to give up, that's when things gon' turn around. We can say that from experience. Even now, like we said, we started, then stopped, started, then stopped with a lot of things. We're saying in our life. This time around, we're gonna see this all the way through, and we can't wait to see what the results gonna be. We already seeing them, and it ain't gonna get no better than that. As long as you stay consistent, you stay persistent with it. We don't care how small it is. Do a smaller workout, a smaller skincare, whatever. You ain't got to go to no spa and spend all that money. Have you one wherever you at. We know people go to the gym and all that. That's all fine and cool. We don't really feel comfortable doing that. We have our gym right here at home, all that stuff. So, protect yourself, protect your peace, stand on your business, don't negotiate. Whatever it is that you're going through, you're gonna get through it. We are. We ain't all the way there yet. But Lives the Greatest, we are not where we were. And that's one of the major things that helps us. We are not who we used to be. We're not where we used to be. We're not, can we say acting? Oh, yeah, acting like we used to be, all that stuff. So we can honestly say we a better person. We a different person. We can't say this enough. We will never, ever be perfect, but we will be better. And we can be better than we ever have been. And that's up to us. And we got control over that. That's it. That's all. So, you can do it. We doing it. Like we said, we ain't all the way there yet. We cannot say it enough, but we're going to get there. And so will you. So we can't put no more simple than that, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and give you guys all our social media. And we're going to go ahead and get out of her. First and foremost, you guys, you can catch us on Real Talking Topics this Thursday and every Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Start next week, you guys, and we're going to be doing this on all our shows anyway. We do discuss Islam for educational purposes. If this show in particular is not for you, we don't take it to heart. We are not offended. We just kindly ask for no negative comments. And we welcome all hearts and minds from our brothers and sisters and anyone that wish and want to learn the truth. So you guys can come through and hang out with us every Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will be back on video soon, you guys. We're not ready to be back on camera yet. We ain't got no problem admitting that. But eventually we will get there, you guys. So like we said, we'll be back on camera soon. Don't know when, but it'll be soon. And you can catch Real Talking Real Topics and all of our shows. Queen Mimi Podcast, Queen Mimi Radio, and of course Queen Mimi Blog. We'll be live doing that show tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can catch Queen Mimi Podcast every Sunday, Queen Mimi Radio every Tuesday. We're talking about topics like we said this and every Thursday. And of course, Queen Mimi Blog live every Friday, 8:30 a.m. Same time for all our shows, Central Standard Time. So yeah, hopefully you guys come through and check us out and hang out with us. And of course, you can follow us on the rest of our social media. Subscribe to both of our YouTube channels, Queen Mimi Radio Show and Queen Mimi Podcast. Follow us over on LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Candy 85, TikTok, Queen Mimi, Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, Red North Queen Mimi, and we're gonna be adding our Substack. Don't know if y'all heard about that. We actually heard somebody else talking about it on TikTok. So we decided to go over there and check it out. And was like, oh, we can do our podcast over here too. So we gotta we're still building that up, but once we get that up, we'll let y'all know we're gonna be going live. So gonna be adding something else to our schedule as well, y'all. But yeah, we're gonna be busy. That's one of the things we like. We get tired. We ain't even finna lie, but I'm saying we like to stay busy. We stay minding our business. So that's it. That's all, y'all. So y'all already know how it go. But yeah, make sure you guys follow us over on all our platforms. We will make sure we subscribe to your YouTube channels as well. Follow you back on whatever platforms you follow us on, all that good stuff. And let's connect. People that do, we appreciate y'all. People that don't, no hard feelings. Even if you come later on, that's all good too. We're not even worried about that. But with all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you to everybody for coming through and hanging out with us today. Even people that hear this show in the future, appreciate you as well. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, take care of yourself. Time to get out here and get this money. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Don't work too hard. Have a good one.